797 hours since we started this road. The system remains the same, taking one work one step at a time but doing the step with consistency even when it gets hard. As the EU server will be open in a few days for everyone, I try my best to get to the highest tier gear I can get my hands on before I join it. I start the week with my favorite weapon, the one-hand staff. As I use most of my silver to finish packing my gear trees, I start with a tier 6 build. Our first victim is a fire staff that gets baited by my IP. If you don't wear a cape, your average IP will be lower and confuse newer players. He gets too low from the mobs, I dismount and finish him off. 750k for the bank. The build I'm recommending is this one. If you don't have full spec yet, try to get at least 1200 IP. More than 1300 IP is worth only if you have leveled up all your weapons and armors. The most dangerous place in the mist is the open map chest in the Abbey. A fellow spear tries to cheese me by using dodge roll to counter my E. I change my W to grudge before he has time to notice and I go for a full rotation. I forget to use my resistant pot but I manage to secure the kill with the help of my rogue. 1.3 million for our bank. One of my favorite meals this week, a dual source that loves a good fight. I catch him after fighting some mobs. I start by changing my abilities so that he can't run away and go for a full combo as always. I don't use my E as he can counter it easily with his W. He misses his E, so it's a free win for me. I put the cultist cowl on him and he is himself. 850k for the bank. As I had some silver to spare, I upgraded to an 8.1 set. Our next fight is another dual swords that wants to cheese with his dodge roll. I start by dismounting first and getting the lead on him. I use my grudge on W to make sure I have enough damage to keep him at bay without using my E ability. Again, I counter his E by using my cultist cowl. As he attacks me, I manage to stay alive long enough to bank in another 1.1 million. I don't know why, but I love sword players that think they can outsmart me by using dodge roll on their boots. As I fought against many sword players before, this one is very easy. He overcharges his build and tries to survive my 8.1 OC grind. He melts in a matter of seconds and I bank another 600k. My 8.1 set broke because of the OC, so I downgrade myself to our tier 8 build. Our next fight is against the Kingmaker. Haven't fought one before, but it's similar to a sword, so I wasn't afraid. The fight could have been won by both of us, but as he misses his last W, I managed to cash in another 750k. Fighting a Guardian helmet is usually not good choice when it comes to Kurstaffs. I was eager to fight, so I changed my W to Grudge and Potion to Gigantify and try my best. I managed to win this fight because he uses a Crypt Candle and Mage Roll, so more paper than mine. Most of the good stuff trashes, so I cash in only 450k. The Sweat Lord's meta is changing. I made a new build double-bladed in the Abbey. He has an awakened weapon, 400 IP above me, but I tried to fight it because either way I would be dead. He has a purge, so I managed to only give him one combo. It's not easy to find a fair fight in the mist. After killing a double-bladed, a crossbow and Prawler staff tried to catch me. I managed to stay away enough time to get my HP back. I don't have all my cooldowns, but as the Feline attacks me with the cultist on, I cash in another 500k for our bank. When two people are fighting, the curse always wins. I hear people fighting, so I go in and check them out. They both get low enough so I can get myself dismounted and kill the juicier one. The battle axe gives me 1 million for my bank. 1 second can make the difference between life and death when fighting against a curse staff. In the final fight, we both missed our cleric rope timing, so I managed to cash in another 700k for our bank. One of the juiciest fights this week against a similar AP carving sword. He doesn't use Mistwalker jacket, so I take the fight where I usually wouldn't. I get him low enough with my W grudge to force him to use his counter for my E, and I cash in 1.5 million for our bank. Another good way to make silver in the mist is baiting people into thinking you're AFK. While waiting for open map objectives to open, that givers is expensive enough even on lower tier, so I cash in 650k for free. Doves are not the best matchup for you to fight. If you don't have a Giga Potion swap with you, I recommend that you don't engage in battle. In this specific one, I'm lucky that he uses Cleric Robe early to counter my grudge. Most of the stuff trashes, so I cash in only 500k. At the moment of recording this video, I maxed out all my curse staffs, robes, and of hands, and part of the close calls on this server. I'm now waiting for the E1 to open for free to play so that we can start a new journey with better ping and latency. By applying what I know, what I learned from others, and by practicing step by step, I'll become the best for at least one aspect of this game. If you want more tips on how to win more, check out the video that I left on the right, and remember, always and forever, better support wins.